So I would like to talk about STLetter, which is a PostGIS function, and you might like to get to know it. So why should we work with STLetter? So it's a PostGIS function that allows you to work with PostGIS to explore the PostGIS functions without data. So you can easily generate a text with STLetter and then try out PostGIS functions. So it will create a multipolygon geometry, and you can see here already in the PostGIS documentation how it would look like. And yeah, when you try it out, you could generate with select STLetter. You could pass a text and then generate a geometry. And I did this for FOSS4GE Europe 2025 Mostar. And here you can see how this would look like in dbeaver. So I can recommend dbeaver. You have your geometry, your result from your query, and automatically you can view it in the geometry viewer. You also have a geometry viewer in pgadmin, so it's really nice. You can see the result at once. Maybe it looks a bit odd, this presentation. So let's scale the text and move it to Mostar, because there's a default height for STLetter that is 100, and the start position is this baseline at the original. So let's scale it and move it and then assign EPSG 4326 to the text. So this is what I did here. So I generated the text, I scaled it, so I made it smaller. This is in 4326, so it's degree. Then I moved it to Mostar, so I found out the location and Lon and Lat for Mostar, and then I said set as RRD, and I assigned the EPSG code to the text. And here we are. It's now in Mostar, and that's our base that we want to work with. Now you can try examples. So I created a demo script with 28 examples where you can play around, and this is a result. So in this repository, you find an SQL to generate all these nice text examples. You find a QGIS project, and you can open it and have a look. So I also created a time column with this data, so I could use a temporal controller to generate a time series where I only show one of the text at once, and I created a video out of it, and this is what we would like to watch now together. So what I did, I also show the SQL that is behind this geometry that you can see. So you see I can translate it, I can rotate it using the centroid of the geometry. I can maybe pause it. I can buffer the geometry. That's what you see here. And when I buffer, I can define a variable. So when I define it, it will be less points for 1/4 of an area of a circle. So you get less points. And let's see what else we did. So I can take the whole text and put it in an envelope. That's what I did here. And what I did, I created a table message where I stored this text as a geometry. So in this example, I refer only to this geometry. And here you see I put it in an envelope. And I could also put it not in one envelope, the whole text, but I could dump all the letters before and then put every single letter in the envelope. That's what you can see here. So I could generate points. So at this example, I generated 100 points, and then I buffered them to see them a bit properly, and I unioned them to one geometry to have it as a multi-object. Again, so here I generated some more points, then I buffered these points, and I did not want to have this look, but to have to look it a bit properly. So I intersected with the original text, so all the buffered polygons, buffered circles look a bit better. I could generate a line from the multi-text, or I could subdivide, or hexagon grid I could try. And yeah, there's a lot of things that you could do. So in this example, I splitted the text, and I want to have the geometry which it's above the line, or the geometry that is below the line. So you see it looks a bit more complex, and so on, so on. So you can take your time and have a look at these examples, and let's go back. I come to an end. Let's go back. And then if you have more time, you could take the QGIS project and publish it as WMS, or you could publish it with a plugin to MapBender. So there's lots of things you can try. And if you want to have a look at another nice presentation, there's from Crunchy Data a blog post about it. So I would like to motivate to use this function and get inspired and have fun with PostGIS.